need to be here. You don't need to do it. But if you fail one component and pass the other component, but your overall result is not up to 50, then you will need to resit only the failed component. Everybody, does that help? Does that help us?
Yes, it was already cleared. I have one question. Like this group assignment
hold on 1 second, Amadou. I'm going to stop sharing that so that I move on to something else, if you are clear, before I go to the reflective report. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing. All right, go on, Amadou. I'm coming to you, Ivan.
Okay, I was asking this assignment, this time, group assignment, is it 80% marks or 100%? And after getting the result, the reflective essays marks will be added in this assignment or not? Can you clear it, please?
Yeah, I can answer you. The individual essay, 3,000 words, is 80%. The reflective is still 20%. And it's going to be added.
Okay, as there was an instruction or, in the assignment that if we do reset, we won't get more than 50%. Is it true?
What instruction do you say?
In the previous assignments, there were...
Don't talk about the previous assignment. Don't talk about...
I mean, there was an instruction like if we do reset, then we will not get more than 50%. Is it true?
Oh, yeah. Because it's a receipt. It is capped. That's the university policy.
Okay.
It is capped.
So if we got, 50 in the group and the reflective essays marks will be added in 50.
There is no group. Stop referring to group work. Because whatever happened with last semester result, we are not making use of it again in this receipt.
I'm clearing it. Like if we, now we got 50, then the reflective essays marks will be added in those 50 marks, the individual assignments. Like we already got like the marks we got in individual assignments in first semester. So those marks will be added in this 50 marks.
No, it's not added. We are focusing purely on only this one. If, for example, you have passed individual reflective, like Jackson said, he's already got 72. Yeah. We are only going to be basing his work this time on the 3,000 essay word only. We are not looking at that last semester. No, we are not adding them. We are focusing only on the aspect, only on the component that is failed. Only. We are not going to bring that up.
Okay.
Sir, so we have to get 50% marks in this one to pass.
Minimum.
Okay. So the previous, like we have passed the individual one, so this does not have the link with that, the individual one?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, thank you.
I've got Abigail's hand. Yes, Abigail, I come to you, Divyesh. Yeah.
Yes, sir, I just want to ask about the structure of essay. There are 4 parts of project, like questions. So we can prepare 4 paragraphs in this essay?
There is no way you can do 4 paragraphs in 3,000 words. No, I mean that's not going to help. How long will one paragraph? 3,000 words. How many pages do you think that would be? You are not going to have one paragraph when you have written 2-3 pages. So it's not about paragraphing. What will help is to look at the first task. For example, what are the things you want to discuss? Soft HRM, okay, learning and development, okay. Maybe, for example, maybe those are the 2 things you want to discuss there. Okay, the second task, what are the things you want to discuss? Okay, culture, okay, equality, diversity, and inclusion. Maybe those are the elements you want to. It is depending on you how you want to structure your work. But definitely, it's not about paragraph. It's about the component. It's about the topics that you consider relevant within the organization you are using as your focus and what you want to discuss under that. Does that answer your question, Abigail?
Yes, we can just put headings like.
Oh yeah, you can have it as sub-headings. Depends on how you want to structure your work. And then have a clear table of contents, structure your work well before you start.
So we can choose any organization?
Absolutely. Any organization within the ones we have given you.
Okay, so thank you.
Yeah. But this time not 2 organizations, only 1.
Sir, can we have a table of contents that we can be clear as we have to cover which topics?
It makes sense if you have table of contents. It makes sense because it helps you to articulate your argument better.
So we have to we have to cover which topics, like we have to work on?
Yeah, that depends on you. It depends on the organization you are looking at and the HR issues you want to discuss. which is why I've been giving different examples, different topics that can possibly be covered. It depends on you. Yeah, come up, MapPrint call. I can see you.
Yeah. I have just one question. I am failing individual reflective report.
Okay. I'm coming to individual reflective report. I've not explained that.
Reflective report.
Yes, I've not explained that. The first one I'm explaining is the first part, and then I will move on to explaining the reflective report. So just want to answer the question on the first part, and then I go to that one. Okay?
Oh, okay.
I still have your hand up, MapPrint call. Abigail, I still have your hands up. We have.
So can we add diagrams or tables?
You should add diagram, models, theories, tables. You should add them as you consider relevant. Absolutely, you should.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. MapPrint call. Can you put down your hands if you don't have questions? Sandeep. Yeah. Jackson, can you mute your mic, please, if you don't mind?
No, sorry.
Okay. Dipesh, you were having your hand up earlier. Has your question been answered?
Hello, sir.
Do you still have a question?
Yes, sir, I have a question.
Please go on.
Sir, if in section 1 we have score below than 50.
Sorry, what's the question?
For example, in section 1, if I have score below 50, then what can do?
If you have scored below 50, which means you fail. What is your overall score?
No, I asked this time. If I have a score in this section 15 marks, below 50.
If you fail below 50 again, that means you failed the course again.
Okay.
If you fail the course again, I don't know, the university can decide to throw you out of the course.
Okay.
I think he wants to know, like, if failed, then what he can do, or he will get another opportunity, or what's the process for this?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think you have a third chance. You don't have a third chance.
Okay.
You have to pass. Okay. All right. Let me go to the second aspect of the assignments, which is the individual reflective. Okay, can you see the assignment up? So that's the first one. Yeah, the second one says write a 1,500 reflection report about what you have learned personally from receiving the assignment for this module. What have you learned from receiving the assignment? How differently should you have acted to avoid a receipt? So what should you have done to avoid a receipt? Now you know you failed. What should you have done to avoid a receipt? What have you learned? That's a reflection that, maybe if I had participated very well with my group, or maybe if I had maybe if I had written my reflective report better than this, maybe if whatever it may be, what can you transfer to your managerial practice in the future? Is it your time management that was poor? Is it your self-discipline? Is it your writing skills? Is it your communication? What are some of the things you have learned that you now think as you move on, you will do better? That's a reflective account. So that's the second part. For those of us who failed both tasks, we will be writing 4,500 words. The first part being the 3,000 essay, and the second part being the 1,500. And you have to split them. So it's very, very important that you split them. You don't put them together. So for those of us who are asking questions about the individual reflective report, yes, that is what we expect. What are the things you have learned? And for those of us who are talking about whether the mark is capped, yes, the mark is capped. It's written here. The overall mark of the receipt assignment will be capped to 50. That's because you are given opportunity. And the reason why the university normally cap the receipt is if somebody passed the first time and that person scores 60 the first time, Now, maybe you failed because you scored 45, 40, you failed. You have now been given opportunity to resit. Now you score 72. What do you think? If the person who failed, who passed the first time with 60, also get a second opportunity to resit, the person may score 80, may score 90. So in order not to disadvantage those who have passed the first time, the university cap a receipt so that those who have passed the first time are not disadvantaged, and those who have failed the first time are given an opportunity to pass. So that is why it is capped. If that answers your question. The instruction on the format you should use for the submission is clearly stated. Please do not use Wikipedia. Wikipedia is not a reliable source. For those of you who are using UKSA, they are not academic sources. Please don't cite them. They are unacceptable. And we always emphasize this. Example of how you can do your in-text citation is given here. Smith and James, Smith and Jones 2010, blah, blah, blah. You can see that all of these are explained in this place, and then the marking criteria or the rubrics is also as attached. So that is the second part of the assignment. Now, any question? Any question on that? Hello? Are we still together? Marprint? Yes, I have your hand up.
So I need to just do a 1500 reflective report.
Yes, 1500, yeah.
Okay, for individual.
Well, reflective report is individual, of course. All of the entire assignment now is individual. There's no group work. And when you are writing a reflective report, nobody can reflect for you. Your reflection is what you think. What have you learned? What are your current experiences based on what is happening? So it can only be individual. It's about you.
Okay, thank you.
That's okay. Sorry. Okay. Any question, guys?
Sir, I have to start immediately work on the assignment, so I will send you my draft and get the feedback.
That would be great. I'll be happy to have a look for you guys.
Yes, sir.
Very happy.
Yes, sir. Please specify all the things that need to be changed in my assignments, because this time I don't want to fail them.
Yeah, and also I will encourage you to also make sure you listen again to this particular discussion, and also follow the instructions.
Yes, thank you.
Adhere to the instructions. They will be really very helpful to you. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yeah, just print.
Yeah, sir, that means the last time in individual I have a 57 marks. That means I passed the individual one, just only need to do this 3000 word individual task now.
What do you score overall?
The individual I have a 57.
And then overall result is what?
Sorry, sir?
What is the overall result? What is your average result when you add your individual and the group work?
It's 42.
Okay, so that means you already passed individual, so the only one you need to do is the 3000 essay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
All right. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, please.
Yeah, can I send you mail anytime if I need your help in assignment?
Yeah, you can. I'll be more than happy to assist.
All right, thank you.
Okay. Anytime you send me any draft, you must leave reasonable time for me to get back to you. If you don't send me draft on a Friday and you wake up on Monday and start harassing me for feedback, no. Remember, there will be a lot of students' draft that I will have. But I will make sure that whenever I get your draft, I make sure that within 5 days, I make sure that I work on it and get back to you. Okay?
All right. Thank you.
That's all right. Usually, I will come back to you in less than 5 days. Depends on how busy. Normally, within 48 hours, I try to get back. Normally. Okay. Any question left? Do we have any other question? Because I've got another meeting in 4 minutes.
Sir, if unfortunately you are not available, can we get feedback from Michaelis?
Yeah, if he is available.
Yes.
If he is available, it is very helpful. But of course, send it to me. I think I will be available. If I'm not, I will definitely, you will get a message saying that. But at my earliest availability, I will definitely come back to you. Of course, most of us are going to be on leave because of the Easter break. But once Easter is over, we're back. And that's why I think some of you may want to work on some of these tasks while you are on Easter break.
Yeah, I have started working, so I will be in Easter, then we'll send you the draft.
That's fine. Absolutely fine. Okay.
Sir, if I choose an organization for my 300 word essay, so should I mention that particular organization throughout my essay, like if I describe my HR policy? So should, if, for example, if I take Toyota, so can I mention Toyota throughout my?
You must, not can you. You must mention the organization from the beginning. If you don't mention the organization and give us a brief background of the organization, there is no way we will know the organization you are discussing. So it is a must. I've said that earlier. Please read the instruction again.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
That's all right.
So during Easter break, can we send our draft for getting feedback?
Pardon?
So during Easter break, can we send our draft for getting feedbacks?
You can send it during Easter break, but I will not come back to you until I'm back from my leave.
Okay, sir.
I'm not going to be back until, I think, 12th of April, when I start my leave from today. But it's good. You send it in, you will get feedback from me after Easter. But I will also, when I'm free during the Easter break, I will go through.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yep. Any other question? I hope this discussion, this surgery really helped. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, because I've got to start another meeting in less than 2 minutes. I wish you the very best. If you have any issue, please let me know. And if you're sending me email, please let me know that, oh, this is so person man 7039 September start. Some of you, you know, these names are common. I have many Maprint Core, I have many Sandeep, I have many. And
Yeah.
I will not know whether you are September start or January start. So please, when you're making requests, when you're asking me questions, let me know who is asking me questions so I will know how to respond. That will help, okay?
All right, again.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic time. I wish you the very best as you prepare for your exam. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you. Yeah. Bye.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.